Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's episode of the Professional Personal Trainers Academy. My name is Mike Bates. Thanks for joining us. In case you haven't been around the business world and haven't heard someone speak about the importance of keeping clients, one of the easiest ways to build your business is just to take care of the people that you've already got. Okay? If you really put everything you've got into the handful of clients that you've got, and I don't care if you've got a handful, I don't care if you've got 24 clients, the reality is taking care of those people is always going to be the best way to build your business. I would never, ever give up a current client, again, a respectful client, because once in a while you'll get clients that you just don't want to keep, but that's an exception to the rule. I would never do something to sacrifice a current client to get a new one. It's just not a great way to conduct business. So today I want to talk to you about what you can do to keep the clients that you've got. And it really starts almost from before that client joins you that first time. Okay? So when someone comes in, I think you need to be upfront with them about what your approach is, what you expect of your clients. Let them know really what to expect from you so that they know, okay, if I'm not on track, this person's going to do things to get me back on track. They're going to know that if you take a really strict approach with diet, that this is going to be your approach. So there shouldn't be any surprises if you're going to do a weekly weigh-in with them. Whatever your approach is, whatever you believe in your philosophy, that needs to be clearly communicated with people before they actually get started with you. And once in a while, you may find that certain clients just aren't a fit for you, and that's okay. I don't think we should be accepting every single person that walks into our door. Some clients just aren't a fit, and it doesn't make you or them a bad person. It just means that you're not the right fit for them or they're not the right fit for you, and that's okay. Once you get past that stage, you need to set clear, concise, measurable goals. Critically important. Short-term and long-term goals that are obviously in line with what the client wants to achieve. Those need to be written down somewhere, and you need to be constantly evaluating those on a weekly basis and constantly reminding the client that you're aware of those goals and that you are just as focused on those goals as they are. So initially setting them up clear and measurable, and then on an ongoing basis you're continuing to keep up with those goals and making sure that the client knows that you haven't forgotten what their goals are. Okay? Getting to know the client. So what are the things that they struggle with? What's important to them? What are the reasons why they've fallen off track in the past? And what are the reasons why they're probably going to fall off track again throughout the year? Getting to know little things that, and when we talk about things that are important to them, special dates, people in their lives, all those kinds of things really make a big difference. The personal connection that we have with our clients is an incredibly powerful and important part of what we do. It's just another way that we can show people that we care about them. Okay, so don't lose sight of that. Keep track of those kinds of things. I think they should be written down in a file somewhere, or obviously kept electronically in a file somewhere, so that you can just be reminding the person, sending them off a note, whether it's a birthday, happy anniversary, a special event that one of their kids went to, or maybe their mother or father, whatever it is. Keep track of the things that are important to them, okay? We could argue whether or not this is at the top of the list or not, but it's critically important. Keeping clients long-term, really results have to play a role in that. Long-term, I really don't want a bunch of clients that absolutely love what I do, but haven't seen any results. I want clients that see great results and really like what we do in the ideal situation, but quite honestly, if I've got a few clients that get mad at me once in a while, but they're seeing great results, I'm going to be okay with that. I actually don't mind that at all. So results are a huge part of keeping clients long-term. They're not going to continue to invest in your services if you're not helping them make changes in their life that they originally had signed up for. Okay? Part of that challenge to helping them see results is doing exactly that, challenging them on a regular basis. So not getting into that rut where clients come in on a regular basis, you're just walking them through a regular routine. It gets boring and monotonous. You're constantly, because you've been investing in yourself, you're learning new skills, new approaches, whether that's on the diet side or on the exercise side or just on the motivational side, how to connect with people and change their habits. You've got to be challenging them on a regular basis. If you find yourself getting into that rut of just showing up and going through the same routine with the same people, you better snap out of that, because long-term clients are not going to stick around for that. It gets pretty boring for every single person that's there. The last one that we kind of touched on, but I want to touch on a little bit more, are the things that they struggle with. So what are their weaknesses? What are the reasons why they're not going to see results? And then have conversations with them and help to plan for that, to help them overcome those things. So whether it's late night eating, whether it's a specific time of the year, whether it's social events, whether it's lack of meal planning, all those kinds of things are things you need to know about each of your clients. And there are resources out there to help you help them. There's been an article written on every single topic related to client motivation. So have a conversation with the client, maybe follow up with an article to them, follow up with some pointers to them. If they had a big weekend coming up and they had a lot of opportunities to splurge and you had talked to them about what their plan was, send them off an email on the Saturday or even the Saturday morning, checking in to see how they're doing. All of those little things that we do make a big difference. The reality is that the biggest things that we do to retain clients, in my very strong opinion, are the things that we do before and after the training session. The actual training session is pretty straightforward for most clients. You're going to get to know your client, you're going to get to know how to modify exercises, push them, pull back at the right time, but all of those intangibles are the reasons why they're going to see results, because the intangibles are things like the diet, the nutrition, getting them to be disciplined to make change. Those are all things that happen outside of the session. So you need to put a lot of thought into what are you doing on a weekly basis to help your clients before and after the actual training session. That's really what we've been talking about here in terms of how to retain clients. A large part of that is, what am I doing for my clients outside of the actual training session? Most trainers spend 99% of their time with their clients just focused on the actual workout, and that's a big mistake. The workouts obviously need to be great, but you need to spend time with your clients outside. And if you do invest time in your clients outside of the actual training session, they will become lifelong clients. Okay? Hopefully you found today's episode enjoyable and you learned a few things. Love to hear from you. Mike Bates from the Professional Trainers Academy.